spend money in Washington like it's M&M's candy. And now they want to spend another 50 to $100 billion on that sham thing. So explain this to me, Dennis. Why would 13 Republicans, after what happened on Tuesday, when the voters repudiated the Biden agenda, why would they do this? And I blame Kevin McCarthy, and I'm friends with Kevin McCarthy. He's from California, but he did not whip this, and Pelosi did not have the votes to pass that bill.
It is astonishing. It truly is. So my theory, which I wanted to bounce off you, I thought you would have a better answer than I. My theory is it's great money for their districts, and that is more important to these Republicans than the country.
I think, unfortunately, you're right. There were pork barrel projects. There were earmarks for special districts. Democrats bought these votes, but I would have thought that Republicans would have put the principle of this. I mean, my God, we already gave the states $1.9 trillion, remember, in March.
That's right.
So this is 1.1 trillion.
Well, the key thing is what you said, money we don't have. Let me read their names. Don Bacon, Nebraska, Brian Fitzpatrick, Pennsylvania, Andrew Garbarino, New York, Anthony Gonzalez, Ohio, John Kotko, New York, Adam Kinzinger, Illinois, Nicole Maliotakis, New York, David McKinley, West Virginia, Tom Reed, New York, Chris Smith, New Jersey, Fred Upton, Michigan, Jeff Van Drew, New Jersey, Don Young, Alaska. These are Republicans who have nothing in common with the conservative principles, basic moral principles, that your country comes before money for your district. So do you think that's the number one reason that they bailed the Democrats out?
No, I think so. Well, for some of them. For others, they bought into this lie that this is an infrastructure package.
How do you buy into that? No, I don't understand. Well, what if they called it an investment in Topps baseball cards? Would they buy that?
No, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, if I had been the Republicans, I would have said this. And incidentally, it's not bipartisan. The Republicans had nothing to do with writing this bill. Pelosi wrote this bill herself with her Democratic colleagues. They never even consulted with the Republicans. And do you remember, Dennis, what the first act of Joe Biden was when he became president?
The first act yes, the pipeline.
Yeah, this is a guy who says he cares about infrastructure. And by the way, that pipeline costs nothing. That one is free. It's paid for entirely by the private sector. He killed that while he approves the pipeline from Russia to Germany. And then he says this is an infrastructure bill. And Republicans said, when you approve the Keystone Pipeline, we'll talk about infrastructure. But my God, there's so much money in this bill for mass transit projects. Why is it that a company, Tesla, right now, is the third most valuable company in the world? It has a $1 trillion market cap. You get that? $1 trillion is the worth of this company. Why does the federal government have to shower it with subsidies?
It's a disgrace. And I think of the small business owner getting clobbered, yep, and Tesla getting billions.
Billions.
Yes, billions. It's unbelievable. So tell me this, what I'm not clear on. Do you think that these Republicans who voted for this one will vote for the bigger one coming up?
Oh, God forbid. Remember we talked about this 3 weeks ago. This is the worst bill that I've seen. I arrived in Washington in 1984 when Reagan was president. I've been proud to work for Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump. That's pretty cool. And everything that we have done to accomplish, whether it's work for welfare reforms, with supply side tax rate reductions, whether it's limited government, and whether it's education choice, all of these things are in jeopardy. I could be on your show for 2 hours and tell you all the horrific things that are in this bill. We need every single Republican. Why is it, Dennis, there are only 2 Democrats out of 257 in the Congress, that's less than 1%, are against a massive spending bill that would bankrupt our country?
Because I know you're asking this rhetorically, but I would just like to answer it nevertheless. Everyone left of center believes in government. I would like you to hear. We have a minute. Sean, please play for Stephen Moore what the head of the DNC said last week. Steve, this is something for you to embed in your mind and send out even. It's just one line from a press conference that Jamie Harrison gave.
Because they have become a party of fascism and fear. And those are the two things that really motivate them right now.
No, that's not the quote. The DNA of the Democratic Party is what I wanted. That was bad enough. You know, imagine that. The head of the Democratic Party says the Republican Party is fascist.
The DNA of Democrats is that we believe in government.
There you go. That's the answer, Steve. The DNA of Democrats is that we believe in government.